I just want to document this for myself. It's Thursday morning, Wednesday night. Okay, it's like 2 in the morning. It's December 17th to 18th. I've had 3 or 4 days sober, and that's good. Had some trauma in my own personal life that no one knows about, and that's not good. So I've had a beer or two, and so I got my mama settled in bed, and I guess it was about an hour ago. I went to the bathroom to use the bathroom and smoke a cigarette, and I hear her calling for help. My mother has pretty severe dementia at this point. Getting or having dementia was her biggest fear. And I always told her, because I always worked with elderly people, I'm like, Mama, you're not going to know when you have dementia. You're going to be great. And she has been happier than I've seen her in my entire life. And I'm 56 and she's 84. So she's pretty happy. She's living in the moment. She comes and gets food. She does this, she does that. We just increased her caretaker from 3 days a week to 5 nights a week because in the last 4 weeks or so, she's gotten real unsteady, which is nothing new. She's broken every wrist and every ankle and all kinds of stuff before she even turned 60. But in the last 6 months or 8 months or so, she hasn't had a fall. Knock on wood. But tonight, and she used to do this quite regularly, but she hasn't done it in a very long time. But tonight, she fell out of bed. And so I was in the bathroom smoking a cigarette because I don't like to smoke out here in the common area. And I don't have a bedroom anymore. I'm in the living room, so. And when I came out of the bathroom, I heard her saying, Sherry, help me get up. So I went in there. Oh my God, that's glitter, which I'm going to be dealing with for months. But anyway, so I went in there and she was in the floor. She can't even tell me what happened. She doesn't even know she's in the floor. So I can't get her up by myself. I'm getting too old to do that. So I got Gage, and God dang, this kid is amazing. He was the biggest pain in my ass for a few years. But he's the most amazing human being at this point. And he came in and he helped me stand her up, get her back into bed, blah, 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 blah. And then she said, well, I got to go to the bathroom. Well, she hasn't done that in several weeks. And I said, well, Mama, you don't have to worry about that right now. But she recognized that she needed to go in there and change her adult briefs. That's what we call adult diapers. It's what I've called them for 100 years, They're adult briefs. They're not diapers. But, so, we got back up. But she's holding her head. And I'm like, Mama, did you hit your head when you fell down? Now, this is like 10 minutes. She's like, I didn't fall down. I think I hit my head on the headboard while I was in bed. I'm like, okay. But I know she fell down, so, I took her into the bathroom, helped her get comfortable, got her back in bed. And then I'm looking at the area next to her bed. She has like 2 or 3 nightstands. She's got all this stuff over there. And it was all pushed back, knocked over. Her medicine and everything was spilled. And so I know she fell down and hit her head. I know she did. And I'm really concerned about that because I don't know what's going to happen now through the night. Thank God we have a primary care physician, or primary care physician who comes to the house now. And it's been about 7 months since she's come to the house, but today, which, is kind of tomorrow to me because I'm still up, but that person will be here today in about 12 hours. And I'm just like, we will discuss this with that doctor and see what we need to do. I don't know if she's really injured herself or not. So, getting old sucks. It gets even harder as time goes on. So, she has dementia now. She doesn't know she doesn't know what she's eaten today. She comes in here quite often to get food right after she's already eaten. And I'm trying to keep stocked up in the refrigerator, but I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how much longer I can keep her safe. It's not even about taking care of her, But what stresses me out is that I don't have a car. So if she has to go, if she falls and hurts herself and has to go into a hospital or facility, I got no way to get there. How am I going to get there? How am I going to go and make sure that these people are taking care of her the way she deserves to be taken care of? I didn't plan on all this. I planned on taking care of her. And actually, it was my sister's job to do that, but she checked out early. I was supposed to be there with my dad and my stepmom, and he's been gone 2 years, and I wasn't able to be there. So, now I'm trying to be here for my mom, and I was a caretaker my whole life. I worked in homes and nursing homes, and I worked with people with disabilities, children, adults. I worked with elderly people in nursing homes and in their homes. I did all that, but now I'm too old to do it. I've had 2 strokes, and now I kind of need help, so I don't know what's best for her. Is it best to be here and have her loving family around her and risk falling and getting seriously hurt? Or should she be in a facility where she can get better care, but yet not have the love and the devotion that she would have here? And be in a place where I can't even go visit her because I can't walk more than a quarter mile. I can't go visit her. So, it sucks. Getting old sucks. My last aunt, I only had 3 aunts. I had an aunt that passed away yesterday. She was the oldest, my daddy's oldest sister. And I'm just so grateful that there's a huge reunion in heaven with her and her younger sister who died about, I don't know, a year and a half ago, and my daddy who died about 2.5 years ago. They're just all dying off within a couple of year period, and they're reuniting with their mother, but their daddy died in 1942. So, there's a huge family reunion going on right there in heaven or in the universe. But I'm overwhelmed, and I've got no adults conversation going on now. I've got the caretakers, but they're doing what I used to do. They're just coming in and doing their job. They're not really worried about me. So, pray for my mama because she fell and she hit her head tonight. She keeps holding it. So no, it hurts. But she didn't remember falling 3 or 5 minutes after she fell. She didn't remember it. But she still knows who I am. And, that's all I can hold on to right now. But I think that's coming soon. She'll forget who I am. But the doctor will be here today, and hopefully I'll get some sort of help, more help. I need more help. And I need a car. If you know anyone who wants to gift a car to a family who needs it, let me know. Because that might be the only lifeline I have to her if she has to go somewhere else, which is her nightmare and my nightmare. But she always told me that if I get to the point where I don't know who I am, I don't want you to take care. I don't want you to be burdened with that. But I always said, Mom, that's what I do for a living. Why wouldn't I do it for you? It's a horrible situation. Getting old, losing your parents, losing your aunts, your uncles, your whole childhood. That's your whole childhood. It's the adults. I don't even feel like an adult yet, and I'm 56. So, anyway, she had a fall tonight, and she hasn't had one in many months. But every time she walks down the hall, she's like a weeble wobble. If you're a Gen X, you know what a weeble wobble is. And she always falls when I'm not in the room. It's not like I catch her anyway. I'd probably fall down with her, but maybe I could cushion her. Anyway, take care. Hope you're having a great holiday. Sherry's peacing out. Bye.